ATS. I'm Donna Lopez, and this is your channel message for August 10th through to the 16th. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Let's see what we have for the energies that are moving forward. Well, I see a lot of things moving forward, but I also see things slowing down. Because even as they were moving forward, it was like, gee, I felt like there's not a lot of energy here with this. And then it started to slow down even more. And as I'm speaking, they're saying it's because they're wanting us to integrate what is coming in. In other words, whatever it is you are a part of, that you are doing, you don't want to be in the doingness of it. You want to be, this cliche, but in the present moment. Be present with your moments. Because I do feel and I hear in my heart that these moments will matter and do matter and will matter a lot in the coming days and times to come. So be mindful of all the love and the opportunities to grow. Because I feel like, and I'm hearing like there's a lot of rush energy that had been coming in. Like rush, and they're saying slow down. So integrate, enjoy, be present, allow new, I hear envelopes of change to come forward within your energy field, because I feel like a lot of you are opening up and judging with love. I know somebody was saying, oh, I know it's terrible to judge, but we discern. We always discern the information around us. And we laugh a lot at things because it lightens our load. But I just feel there's more love, understanding. Like just being in the love of watching kindergarten children, the adults that are still in kindergarten, grow and with love fall down, scrape their knees and get back up, because everybody is on a different vibration. And those that have a mindfulness to know that they've already been there, done that, and they understand the evolutionary chain, their presence and their present moments of loving others as they are making mistakes, bumping into walls, and growing is useful and needed for this timeline. So we want to give a lot of grace and a lot of healing to everyone, and a lot of joy. The joy of another day of earth life, of growing, is really where we're at. I hear there's a lot of balance coming out for this week. Just a lot of balance coming in. I also hear my mother's daughter. So a lot of you will, and I hear my mother's son. So a lot of you are starting to see your mother in yourself, and with kind of humor, like, well, I am my mother's daughter. I am my mother's son. And so you're seeing the same frequency, that you're kind of in that same frequency as your mother. So you're recognizing her energy in yourself. Instead of, sometimes it's always that scraping and scrubbing and releasing and getting rid of and dissecting and projecting and all these fun things that we do when we are trying to balance out the things that were integrated into our hardware as a young child. And we do a lot of that blaming and etc. of those that were in charge of, or to give guidance or direction, or that put that implementation in there. But now you're in a different kind of understanding of understanding them and understanding how you are a lot like them as well. And having humor, but also compassion. Because, when you see things in yourself that you think other people should fix in themselves, and then you see, oh, maybe it's not necessarily something that needs to be fixed at all. Maybe it's just, and maybe it's not all character flaws are character flaws. Some of those supposed character flaws are just integration. People doing the best they can with the resources and the foundation that they had to integrate their relations and relationships. So a lot of coming to Jesus, sort of, but I also hear there's discipline coming forward for a lot of you. It's like you're disciplining yourself to be more mindful, to be aware of what you're, where you're allowing your mind to dwell and what you're thinking on, and of course what that creates. All right, my throat, it's interesting, is my throat is open, but I can feel that there's words that are wanting to formulate and come forward. So for a lot of you, I feel like you're going to start to open up and express yourself a lot more. And you're going to be, there comes the cough, but you're going to, because that's the energy building. And they said that you're going to be expressing yourself from a place of knowing yourself, not knowing others, knowing yourself. So a level of maturity. So that's always a good thing. For a lot of you, it's kind of interesting. They want to like peel away my third eye a little bit, and I feel like it's like a promise, almost like a promise. Like you came into this lifetime as part of your soul's mission, and you promised yourself to see, you know, not be in the world, you know. I'm sorry, you're in the world, but you're not of the world. So you can be in the world, but you can also have that higher level of understanding and seeing, and allowing, you're trusting your intuition. I'm going to allow myself to see my thoughts, understand my thoughts, open to hear what's not being said, see what's not being seen by in this material world. Excuse me again. So I see that you have promised yourself that in this lifetime I'm going to trust my instincts and develop my intuition. So there's a lot of that. I also, it's funny because they're starting to rub my fingers here. So they're saying there's a lot of self-communication, higher self communicating with your lower self. And so there's a lot of communication with yourself going on right now. So pay attention, because you are listening and you are learning and you are upgrading. And I feel like for some of you too, they're saying some of you have been, I would say with love, like clowns. In other words, creating distraction around real life events that people are going through that maybe you didn't know how to manage, or you didn't understand that it was okay for them to feel pain. It was okay for them to feel frightened. It was okay for them to have that horrific experience, because that's part of their soul's growth. And instead you were the clown, kind of distracting to kind of lighten the energy, as if that were your job, to lighten the energy of others around you. And you're realizing that and because I feel like you're deflecting also, because your intellect was much higher and is much higher than that. And not that clowns are not intelligent, because they're very soulful people. Many of our comedians and comedic people they help us lighten up and laugh, but they're truly very highly evolved beings, many of them. Think Robin Williams or George Carlin. You know, there's so many. And but I see that you are allowing yourself to, because this was a distraction, all right? And also a sense of that there is a right and a wrong. And we are going to have things that we're all going to experience that are not going to, some will be good and some not so good, but we have to grow. And we don't have to grow through the difficulties any more than we have to appreciate the blessings that we have in our life, because some people just have all these blessings, and that's just the way their life is. But yet we wonder, are they in touch with how blessed they truly are? That's not our job any more than it is our job to think that it is a curse that people are going through heaviness in their life, because that is how they're going to learn. And so, and we will all grow and evolve and learn eventually anyway. Yeah. And I just feel that they're talking about everywhere. You know, they say, well, it's just everywhere. It's cute, because it's like, it's just everywhere, that every day people have birth and they have loss, and that it's a natural cycle of life. All right. Yeah, very interesting. All right, let's see what they have for this whole week a little bit more. If we can see what the whole week wants to bring in more. Energy-wise, what they want our energy to be. You know, they're just saying be focused, but they don't want us to be focused in like to a pinpoint. They're just saying be focused on what is in the moment. You know, in your, like right in the moments. Like pay attention to what you're paying attention to. Be in your moments. Whether you like them or whether you are going through a difficulty, you know, learn to appreciate that you are getting a good lesson. So with that, let's see what they have in the cards for you today. This bundle is really big, and I've already shuffled it. It's a gazillion cards in this deck. All right, they're still a little stuck. Let's see what they have for everybody. Gratitude. I'm aware of the light in my life. I direct my thoughts to the beauty in and around me. I give thanks to God for the little things that bring me joy. Thus I enlighten my thoughts. Riches surround me. I appreciate all that life brings me. There we go. Really beautiful. All right.